Everyone, I hope my voice is very clear and you're able to see the screen. Aslam, can you confirm?
Yes, sir, I can see your screen.
All right, perfect. So first of all, thank you very much for joining us today. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Kamal who had given this opportunity to Modern Algos team to present our platform. And I will not take much time on the introduction and about the platform. We'll directly get into the products, but I'll just take 1 minute of yours to just give a kind of brief history about Modern Algos and what we do. So Modern Algos is a platform which is designed based on various algorithmic model where everything is driven through the systems and we don't have any human intervention in any of our product designing and then the product tracking. So this is a brief about Modern Algos platform, and we are catering to all segments of the market, covering from equity till options. And today we'll be covering only the equity side and the investment side. So today agenda would be we'll be covering about swing trading, how you can do it from a system, and how you can create your portfolio, how you can take mutual fund investment wisely, and uh, do periodic switch to the mutual fund baskets. So all of those points will be covering. Myself, Sanjay Ved, I am founder of Modern Algos, and I'll be presenting the investor sections and covering all about the equity investments and swing trading. And this session would be 30 to 35 minutes. In that, we'll be covering about the products and what we have for investors. And 10-15 minutes we'll spend on Q&A. So whatever questions you have, I have my colleague Aslam who will be taking down your questions and we'll address one by one after we complete the product flow. So now, thank you again for joining. Now I'll start with the sign-in process, which is very simple. So you can simply click on sign in, which is shown on the home page. And we have integration with these many brokers, and we are continuously working on with other brokers to expand our reach to the investors. And if you don't have any of these broker login, then you can simply just click on direct login and you can do your registration with your email ID and you can access the platform. I'll go through the broker login so that I can show the entire platform and excuse me, the live baskets or the live results what we have for a client. So to register at Modern Algos, you can simply click on any of the broker, give your credentials. Once you enter your credentials and your login is successful, then your account will automatically be saved at Modern Algos and you don't need to give any other details to us. So once your login is successful, you will come to our product page. Here we have different categories of products. Today we'll be covering only the investor section where we'll be diving into how you can create your equity baskets, your portfolio algorithmically, and then manage through the system where you don't need to do anything. Only monthly one rebalancing you'll have to do, which I'll cover at a later part of this discussion. And then I'll cover how you can do swing trading, how you can do weekly portfolio creation, how you can create a short-term portfolio through this system. And then in brief, I will cover mutual fund, which also will be very beneficial for the investor community. Excuse me. So in equity baskets, we have various readily available baskets, which we have designed based on various objectives. What do I mean by objective? Let's say if you want to invest in only large cap stock, or you want to invest in a highly diversified portfolio, wherein like you want to invest in a combination of large cap, mid cap, and small cap. So I think the community is very familiar about large cap, mid cap, and small cap, which I don't think I need to cover. So here we have objective driven baskets, and then also we have theme driven baskets. Like if as an investor, you want to only invest in IT driven companies wherein like you think that IT services are going to go higher in the coming days, and you have some kind of inclination towards IT sector. So for that, you can simply click our robotic baskets, and directly you can take the basket. Now, how the basket workflow would be, that I will just cover with one of the example. Let's take an example of one of the objective driven basket, that is, let's say, dividend earn basket. Now, in this basket, we have given a very short description that is suitable for which set of investors and what are the advantages. So in dividend earn basket, any company which is forming a constituent of this basket has to have 5 to 10 years of history on a consistent dividend returns. So those companies will only qualify into these baskets, and everything is driven through the data. So how we get the basket created, I'll just take a minute and just brief on that. So we have various fundamental data points which we are gathering, and then based on that we have various proprietary methods which we are applying, and then we are going to the price momentum to filter a company which will qualify in this basket. So that is a very brief about how do we create a basket. Excuse me. And on this one page, you'll be able to see what is the performance of this basket, how it have performed in last 6 months, 1 year, and 2 year. And this basket went live on 21st January 2022. Here you can see all the various performance indicators. And to invest into this basket, minimum investment is required is 1,09,209. This is because of a proper allocation or diversification what we require to do in this basket. Once you go through the performance, and if you click on MA stock weightage, here it will show the list of stocks where your investment will go into the market. This you can download from here. You can also download in PDF format and in Excel format. Here it will display what is the percentage allocation to each stock. And at the bottom, it will show what is the composition between the large cap and mid cap, and which are the top 5 sectors where we are investing, and what is the stock holding. So all of those details will be displayed here. And for the investor confidence, we have also given the peer comparison, where if you go and see, the green bars are the stocks which are part of ModernAlgos portfolio. It is showing the comparative analysis between the peers in the market. Let's say in the chemical, you have Deepak Nitrate, Aarti Industries, and Pidilite. So in our portfolio, Deepak Nitrate is a constituent, and how it is performing within the sector. So if your selection of stocks are performing better in the sector, definitely you'll be able to generate excess return to the market returns. So this is for an investor confidence. Now, if you want to take this trade to the market, you will only have to click on execute basket. And once you click on that execute basket, it will show this is because this client has already invested into dividend basket. So that's the reason it is showing that you already have dividend basket. So you have to click on add investment button, which I'll cover once we go to equity dashboard. So once you click on execute basket, and it will open up the broker page. So let me show with any other basket just for understanding. I'll select any other basket, let's say value basket, and you click here, you click on execute basket. So it will display that the orders are only allowed between 9:15 to 3:20. This is because the market timing validation. So once within the time frame or within the market hours, if you click, then the order page will open. Once you click on that order page, your orders will be sent to the broker, and if you have sufficient balance, your orders will get executed. So once your orders are executed, how you can track them, how you can track your portfolio performance, and how you can track about each stock wise performance. For that, we have a live tracking system which is called equity dashboard. So if you go to our equity dashboard, it will show the live basket. So why that message was coming that it was not allowing me to trade from dividend earned basket, because this basket has already taken by the client. And if you want to further invest into that client in that particular basket, then you can use add investment option. So that's the validation we were showing over there. So now this client If you see, he has invested 9 lakh 90,000, and this is my father's account for the record. And the investment had happened on 28 April 2021, and the live value is 13 lakh 60,000 rupees. So 44.64% return was generated by this basket in last 9 odd months, and the market has given 18 to 19% return. So we are able to generate 25% alpha to the market through our algorithmic system. Now I will cover each of the options here, which is very, very important. So once you invest a basket, your basket will be listed into live basket for your live tracking, where you can see your amount investment, what is the current value, day-to-day moment, what is the overall profit and loss in your entire portfolio. And also you'll be able to see what dividend is being declared in your portfolio. That if you can simply click on this info icon, it will show that these companies have declared the dividends, and these are the dividend amounts which should have been credited to your bank account. So this information also you can get it from here. And then once I come to the rebalancing logic, I'll talk about a residual value after rebalancing. If you just scroll down, you will be able to see stock-wise performance from the beginning, what amount of returns and what happened in your portfolio. And then at the bottom, you have a comparative analysis between the benchmark and the ModernAlgos portfolio. So if you see, we have been consistently beating the benchmark return. So if you see, the benchmark has given 20 odd returns, and this is portfolio is giving 42% return. And you must be having a question that at bottom we are showing 42, on top we are showing 44.64%. That is because in the overall gain, we are also including the dividend returns, which is being declared by these companies and credited to your bank account. And here you can also see the sector wise allocation. So this is about your live performance, how you can track the live performance. Now, how can we maximize returns through algorithm in portfolio? That is a very, very important question. So it is not that you invest and you just forget about it. So what happens, every month system would scan what should be the ideal portfolio for this particular basket, and it will compare with your existing basket. If there are any adjustment to be made, a rebalancing mail will come to you. By default, we are doing rebalancing every month. But if you want to change the rebalancing period to any other periodicity, let's say 3 months, 6 months, you are allowed to do that, and system would automatically update that. So once your this portfolio was rebalanced, let's say in the second week of January, now the next rebalancing date is 17th February 2022. So on 16th February 2022, you will get a mail like this, and you'll also get an SMS alert to your mobile number, which will clearly display the what stocks are going to be sold, what stocks are going to be bought, and the steps you need to follow to do the rebalancing. On the rebalancing day, if you come to the platform, just beside add investment, a rebalancing button will come. You'll have to click on that button and just follow the instructions. Your portfolio will be adjusted to the live market, and it will be based on every month scanning of the data. And this is how we are able to generate excess return to the benchmark return. So this is a power of various algos which run to filter the companies, and always they try to invest in the outperforming stocks so that we'll be able to generate more profits. So this is about execution of a portfolio, how you can pick a portfolio and how you can track the portfolio. Now we have given various other options, like before you want to execute any baskets, you want to save the basket and track it for some days. So any basket you can select from our equity basket section. And if you want to, let's say if you want to track any basket, I'll select blue chip basket. This is only for the large cap stocks, wherein like top 50 companies will be filtered, and out of which this is the portfolio which is created. Now, if you want to track this portfolio for a few days, you can simply click on save basket, and it will take you to save basket. And you can see with the timestamp, we are showing that your basket is saved, and it will show the performance with the market. So you can track it for a week, 10 days. Once you feel okay, everything is fine and the portfolio is performing in line with the market moment, then if you want to execute, you can simply click on the execute trade button here. And if you do it within the market arts, it will take you to the broker page and your orders will get executed. The other option what we have, it is for the exited baskets. So this client has not exited any basket and it is continuing the uh, investment journey. So there are few clients who trade the portfolios like a stock, like they buy a particular basket. Once they get 5-6% return, they exit from that basket and then they wait for some time to again re-enter to the market. So based on various user feedback, we have created a tab here where all your exited basket will be listed and you can go through and check them in detail. So let me show you that how that would look like. um, I'll log in a different client. But don't worry, if you don't have any of the broker with whom we are integrated, you can simply create your account with your email ID as well. I am just logging from the broker ID so that I can show the live tracking of the investment returns, what the users have generated. So now this is my mother's account and I'm opening equity dashboard. Here I go to exited basket. So this is how the exited basket would look like. Like we have exited three different baskets. So one basket, you can see here that it was entered on uh, 13th April 2021 and we are booked on 14th September 2021 when we got a return of 33.39% in this portfolio. And then we had again reinvested in another basket called wealth generator, and in that if you can see this is the current performance which is going on. So this is, I just wanted to showcase like how the exit basket and the details would look like. Now let's say you have few other stocks in your portfolio which you have not taken from ModernAlgos, but you already have those investment with your broker or in your demat account. So you can add those things here to have a single page tracking so that you can track everything at particular page. So very well you can upload everything here and you can track it. And then we have also given a trade book. So whenever whenever you trade anything, in today's there were few orders we were executed. So you can see the complete history will be listed here, and it will also show if there is any rejection from the broker, it will be listed here, and it will showcase, okay, this is the reason why your order is not trading to the market. For that, you may contact our support team or you can contact the broker support team. Now, other features what we have here, let's say you want to add more investment to this basket. And for that, you can simply click on add investment and it will pre-populate what is the minimum required investment in this basket. And you can simply change it here. And let's say I change it to 5 lakh rupees. I want to further add to it. And then it will do a validation with your broker account, whether you have sufficient broker fund with the brokers or not. Otherwise, it will not allow you to trade. uh, the reason for that if the system doesn't do that checking, and then if your orders get rejected, then your portfolio adjustment will become very difficult at the time of rebalancing. So that's the reason we are doing this validation before your orders are executed or before your orders are sent to the broking platform. Now, whenever you do the rebalancing, so we have to do rebalancing between, the rebalancing has to be done within the fund what we have given at the beginning stage. So always we have to sell within that range and buy less than the sell value. So the difference, whatever comes between the sell value and buy value at the time of rebalancing, that is called residual value after rebalancing. So once rebalancing is done, if you are left over with any funds, for that also we again given the reinvestment option here. You can simply click on the reinvestment. You can enter whatever amount you are left with after doing the rebalancing. If you want to execute within the market arts, it will allow you to do that. And then if you want to exit any of this basket, for that you don't have any lock-in period, you don't have any restriction. You can simply go to exit basket. Here we have given two different options. One is complete, one is partial. So let's say if you have invested 10 lakh rupees and now your investment has gone to 12 lakh rupees and you want to book 2 lakh of profit, you can simply click on partial and you can enter your amount, whatever you amount you want to exit. And proportionately, the system would compute your once you enter the amount here, the system would compute your uh, uh, stock list proportionately, and that partial order will go to the market. And if you want to do the complete exit, you can simply click on uh, complete button, and within the market apps, if you send it, it will execute until exit your basket from the market. So this is about equity baskets, how you can take a particular basket. For that, see, the common question what normally comes that, okay, I have money, I want to invest in the market, which stocks I should select? So for that, we have given various readily available portfolio with the performance, and it clearly says which segment it is investing, whether it is investing in large cap, mid cap, and if it is investing in, let's say, thematic basket. So all of those things are clearly put up here. So based on your objective, based on your risk taking capacity, you can take any of the basket. And let's say you want to invest a monthly basis kind of SIP in direct equity. For that also we have equity systematic investment plan where you can invest on month-to-month basis. So here we are showing the return analysis between last 12 months, and the minimum investment required is 9,000 rupees, and the flow will remain the same. I think I've covered pretty much everything about the equity basket and tracking. Now I will go to swing trading. So here we have three different products. We call it monthly portfolio, weekly portfolio, and active portfolio. Here you are able to see the returns. The benchmark has given the returns 3.99% from 1st of September till yesterday. And this portfolio has given 24 odd percent return. And then we have active portfolio wherein you are seeing the results from 1st July 2021, and the returns which the portfolio have generated is 55.42%. Now, how these product works, I'll just take you through. If you see, stock of the month is under constructions. So probably by end of this month, we'll be launching this product. So in weekly portfolio, what happens every day at 3:15, based on various momentum indicators and data points plus price breakouts, we scan on all F&O stocks. We get all the data gathered at 3:15, and then our proprietary methods will be applied to filter out a stock which can be invested for next 4 to 5 days. So you can see in weekly portfolio, we have 1, 2, 3 stocks. So maximum 3 stocks will come. Minimum, we may have one stock also, and someday where the market is down and no stock is showing any upward movement or swing breakout is not happening, then there is no stock will be listed here. Now, let's say you are a busy person, you don't have time, and you want to take a short-term portfolio, weekly portfolio. You have seen the platform, and for the first 5 days, stock picks will be free of cost. We are not charging anything for that. You can very well check everything, and also we are allowing to trade in the first 5 days if you are a customer of any of the brokers to whom we are integrated with. So how can you do it? Everything automated. So let's say in the morning, around 8:30 or 9 o'clock, log into the platform. You come to weekly portfolio, and then we have an auto trade option here. Once you click on auto trade, it will ask you what amount per stock you want to trade. Let's say you say 20,000. So if at 3:15, two stocks are getting listed here, so both the stocks will be sent for 20,000 worth. Let's say today Biocon came and you have entered 20,000. 20,000 divided by 377, whatever quantity will come, which will get auto fired at 3:15. And then you can also define your stock wise profit and your stock wise loss. If you do not define your stock wise profit and loss, then you can read through the important notes where we are clearly specifying that each stock shall have a predefined logic for trailing target and stop loss. I think stop loss is like to cut down your losses, because we don't do anything, any trade without a stop loss. So every trade in the swing and in the short term portfolio will be driven through uh, an accurate stop loss, and the stop loss will also be maintained by the system. So here, if you see, we have clearly mentioned each stock shall have a predefined logic for trailing target and stop loss. And on the drawdown side, each stock will have a cap to 4%. Otherwise, it will automatically exit on T plus 4 days. Meaning, if you do not define anything on the profit and loss, then automated system of modern algos of target and stop loss will kick in. And in the next 5 days, if the target and stop loss both do not come, then automatically, and on, suppose if you take a position on Monday, on Friday 3:15, the system will auto square off your position. So to check this, the performance and everything, you have a historical performance page here where you can simply download the Excel. Once you download the Excel, it will clearly give you all the details and you can analyze that. Let me just take you through the active portfolio. So in active portfolio, what we do, weekly portfolio is only for 5 days holding period. It is not beyond 5 days holding period. So if your target stop loss do not come within 5 days, then system will auto exit on T plus 5 days. I mean T plus 4 days. If you buy on Monday, it will exit on Friday. Now coming to the active portfolio. In active portfolio, we are trying to ride the momentum with the trailing stop loss, and there is no time limit. So a stock may be there in this portfolio for a little longer. If you see Chambal fertilizer, Chambal fertilizer was uh, filtered on 5th of January, and still we are holding the stock. And if you see on 5th of January, let me pull up the chart of Chambal fertilizer. 5th of January, the price was 429, and from there it had gone up to 484. Now today it had come down, but still the trailing stop loss is not triggered. So the trailing stop loss got triggered today. If you can see, it was exited at 458.55, and you were able to get 7% return in Chambal fertilizer. This is this is something wherein, like, I remember we have uh, got an IRCTC at 2,800, Mindtree at 2,000, and for next 1.5 months we continue to ride that momentum. So what I'm trying to submit here, that modern algos platform do not focus on accuracy. It is focusing only on the returns. To give an example for that, let's say modern algos has generated 5 recommendations, and four of our recommendations did not get any returns, and they close on 2% losses. So total you made 8% loss in 4 trades, but one momentum pick which you could ride, and that could have given you 25 to 30% return also. So our focus is always to exit from the loss making trade and try to ride the profit making trade as long as we can do it through the system and through the trailing stop loss. And for the active portfolio also, we have auto trade functionality where you can also just input your criteria, everything before the market starts, and the system would take care. And every day you are only required to do one thing. You're only required to do one thing, that you have to log in before the market opens. Rest everything will be taken care by the system. Why we require you to log in every day? Because of SEBI guidelines. And once you log in through a broker ID every day morning, then we will get a renewed API token. With that API token, we'll be interacting with the broker server. So that's the reason we are requiring you to log in every day. So this is about the active portfolio, weekly portfolio, and we'll be launching stock of the month very soon. So that also will be added to the same subscription or same your user ID. We are not going to have anything different for that. And once it is live, we will definitely keep you posted. And one another unique feature what we have, that is called create an algo portfolio. Now to talk about it, let's say we have seven objective driven baskets, we have seven theme driven basket, and you say that I don't know which basket I should invest into it, but I know what is my time horizon, to what time period I want to wait, and to what time period I want to be invested into the market. For that, you can simply, once you log in and once you click on create an algo, all your personal details will be pre-populated. And then only you need to do, you need to select your time horizon. Once you select and submit, something is, give me a second. Let me log in with one other ID. I think there is some, please excuse me for a second. It is showing logged in only. All right. I think there's some session issue. Let me log in again once. So I click here again, I select the time period and I click submit. So I think there was some session issue. Technology always surprises you. So once you click on that, it will show that the what is the uh, optimized combinations, looking at the current market scenario, which basket you should be investing into. So the system is intelligent enough to find these options and display you on a page. So now let's say if you have 5,70,695 rupees, which you want to invest into the market, because this is the minimum requirement to create an algo portfolio. And if you want to invest that much amount, then you can simply just click on start investment, and the system would create this as an algo portfolio where you'll not be displayed three different baskets. It will display algo basket less than 6 months, and within 6 months, whatever performance, whatever analysis, everything will be sent to your email ID. And then within 6 months, if any adjustment needs to be made, or if you are required to send any information, you will be definitely displayed, and based on that you can take your decision. So this is about algo portfolio and what we have on swing trading side, and how you can take the swing trading derived by a system, and you can automate your trade before the market opens, and you can just leave to the system. Whenever the trade happens, whenever the triggers are done, you will be notified through SMS to your mobile number, and you'll be well aware about the platform, and you can also check the platform at any point in time. So once the trade happens, you can go to our trader dashboard. Here you have a net position section where whatever trades which are done through the system will be shown under equity and futures. And if you want to exit any position before target and stop loss, you'll have a button here. With that, you can square off from the market. This is what we have on the swing trading equity basket, how you can create your algo portfolio, how you can live track them, how you can check your swing trades on day to day through our trader dashboard. And then we also have a market watch, where if you want to check the market at a nutshell, so if you want to check what is happening in Nifty, that Nifty or Sensex you can check on anywhere. But if you want to check what is happening in Nifty 50 each stock, for that you just have to click on Nifty 50 heat map. It will display all stock wise what is happening, what is the volume, what is the OI, all the data will be displayed here. So this is more important for a trader who wants to engage in the market on day-to-day basis. So these are the heat maps, and here we have various heat maps, which is very, very useful for the user. You can also check gainers, losers, high, low. There are various other things. The last point what I wanted to cover before I conclude and we'll move to the Q&A session is mutual fund baskets. Here we have also designed various objective driven baskets, which you can see like for the tax planning, for your protection, for your contingency fund. You can simply click any of these baskets. And let's say if I want to do a tax planning, so minimum investment which requires 1,000 rupees and the lock-in is 3 years, what kind of returns are being generated by the suggestions what modern algo is giving. You can cross check whether we are outperforming the market or not. Definitely we are outperforming all the uh, combination available in the mutual fund, because that is what we have tested historically and in the live also. Now if you click on the next, it will ask you what amount you want to invest. So you can do it one time. You can start your sip. Once you accept this and click on see recommended funds, it will take you to you it will take you to our allocation file, where it is showing what amount is getting allocated to which fund depending upon the SIP amount what you have entered. So if you have entered only 5,000 rupees, entire amount will go to ICICI Pru. So this is a system which is deciding what kind of allocation happens depending upon your SIP selection. So if you say, if you go back and just modify this to 20,000 rupees per month, then accordingly system would decide based on your criteria that what amount of allocation should happen. So you can check that here. So once you uh, through with your selection process and you check the schemes, and if you click on start lump sum, it will ask for your PAN number, because PAN number is required to validate whether your uh, PAN number is KRA verified or not. If you are KRA verified, then it will take you to our mutual fund online boarding system, where you will be able to directly go to the platform and start your mutual fund transaction. For that, let me just show you with another user ID, because each user ID has various rights and restrictions. Just give me a second. All right, so once you come to the platform, you click on mutual fund, you have clicked on tax planning, and you say next, you have entered your amount 20,000 rupees. You say, I have seen the recommended funds, and now I want to start lump sum. So once you click on start lump sum, it will take you to our online boarding system and our transaction system. Since my this ID is already KRA verified, it is directly taking you to the purchase page. From here, you can simply just click on proceed, and it will take you what kind of payment you want to make online, RTGS and UPI. So once you authenticate this, your SIP started. So you can start your SIP in just 2 minutes. And before doing that, you'll have to complete this profile section. So I have already completed that, so that's the reason it's directly taking you to the transaction page. Otherwise, there are few details, like basic details, which are required by National Stock Exchange and AMC to verify everything with your KYC. And once it is verified, and then you'll be redirected to the transaction page, and from there you can directly start your SIP. And for tracking, you'll have all the reports here, your all the statements, all the portfolio live, everything you can track it from here. So basically, for any mutual fund investor also, he doesn't have to call anybody, doesn't have to do anything. He has a complete auto-driven, algo-driven system wherein all the baskets and everything is displayed to him. And then whatever baskets he wants to select based on his objective, he can select and invest in the market. And he can also invest into the multiple baskets. Now I will quickly cover goal-based basket, which is the last option I wanted to cover. And please pardon me for switching from one ID to another ID, because IDs have various restrictions. And I wanted to show you the live IDs so that the performance and the returns can be shown to you. Here, if you see, we have various goal-driven baskets where if you want to, let's say, do a retirement planning, you can simply click on the retirement planning. And let's say you want to have a corpus of 1 crore, and your current age is let's say 30, and you want to retire at the age of 50, or let's say 60, and calculate. So it will show you that the rolling return what we are showing here is depending upon the returns which are generated by the schemes what modern algos algorithm have selected. It's not based on any assumed return. It's are the actual returns which have been generated by the schemes which are part of modern algos algorithm, and in which what returns have been generated in last 5 to 10 years are being listed here. So if you click on next, it will again take you to the scheme page where it will display that these are the schemes which we are recommending for your retirement planning, and this would be the allocation. So again, if you click on start investment, it will take you to our online boarding system from where you can just start your purchase and your mutual fund SIP will automatically get set up. So I think I've covered pretty much everything in detail about the investor section, about how you can create your algorithmic portfolio, how you can do algo driven swings, and track it from one platform. Also, you can check the market updates through various heat maps, and also you can explore your mutual fund investments and you can plan your goal also.